Hi, welcome to Wooden Stuff Workshop. Today we're going to take you on a workshop tour. So let me show you around. Okay, so we'll start here at the back part of my workshop. So the workshop is made up of two bits. It's like a sectional garage part, and then it has a shed joined to the end to make it bigger. So the sectional garage part is 16 foot long by 8 foot, but then it's got a 7 foot by 7 foot shed part fitted as the entrance. So it makes it overall 23 foot long, which is a great help. So yeah, I extended it by doing that. So there's been quite a few upgrades since a year ago when I did my last tour. This is one of them, the tool wall. And it's really useful having everything to hand like this. I find it brilliant. I can just grab it and then do all my jobs and then just throw them back up there. I did have a problem early on when I first did this. I got broke into not long after making the wall, and they stole the battery drills that I had in the wall in there. They stole them, and they stole a staple nail gun that I had as well. But I've done loads of security since then. I've got alarms and bars and everything all over, so hopefully that's not a problem anymore. So yeah, here's a closer look at the tool wall. There is a video that I made on making this. The link's up in the top corner. So yeah, everything's to hand. The main things that I just need are there on my tool wall there. So that's a robot that I made, Bertie 1. And there's these lights, and the lights, there is a video to me making them as well. But yeah, I find that tool wall really handy. There's a ring light over there. That's just what I use for when I'm doing projects and such like, to give us a bit of extra light when filming. At the bottom of the tool wall, I keep the router there, the router table, and it's got the raising part that I upgraded, that I sort of built for it. There's a video to that as well on doing that. So that's over this side, and then over on this side, subscribers would have seen that I'd blocked up that doorway. It used to be a wooden doorway, and I blocked it up so I could put in this fire. So this was a fire that somebody was, it was at the side of the road, and we went and asked if they were throwing it, which they were. They'd put it out for the scrap men, and so we took it away and sorted that out. But there's a video to this as well, so yeah, that's made it loads better. And along on this side, that's where I keep the planer out the way there, because it's only now and again when I need to get that out. That's tool cupboard for power tools in there, so I keep a load of my power tools and battery drills and such like in there. Let's take you around this way. So in there I just keep screws and a bit of all sorts in that cupboard. Same as that one. That cupboard there's just got screws and bits and bobs in it. This table desk I got from, they were throwing it away from school, and I fitted casters to the bottom, so all this now wheels out across for when I'm doing work on there. I can work on it and do filming on it. And underneath it I keep that vac with the hose just ready at hand there. and over there I've got the orange hose that just connects to it, and then it can reach most of the workshop then. Along this side we've got the Titan bandsaw. So I've just got yet to fit some casters on there to make it a bit easier to bring it out, but it wasn't long ago that I just got this Rexon that somebody was getting rid of on Facebook Marketplace. So now I don't use the Titan as much, I usually just using this one. And on this one, it already it made that, the bloke who was selling it. So it had a drawer in the bottom that comes out, and then I just put this one in, this sort of shelf that comes out for sharpening stuff. So I just keep my sharpening things in there, and in the bottom there's just bandsaw blades and a bit of all sorts. I think there's wax in there as well, which is handy having it down under there. So next to the Titan bandsaw is my cart that I made that holds surface planer, and it's got scroll saw fitted underneath and it'll revolve round. There is a video to that, to me making that. The windows here, and I just have a blind there, but at the minute it's dark outside. And next to the surface planer we just have this cheap Parkside bench pillar drill, but it does the job what I need it for, so it's handy. I've just got it screwed on top of this. This is just a let me just bring you down. It's just a frame with a top on it, and it's just got a few shelves, and this is where I just keep all my drill bits. I've got them there, as well as having I fitted a magnetic bar over the back that holds the drill bits as well. I find that handy. So next to the Parkside drill, I've got this lumberjack extractor that works really well. It's a great buy, so I use that for my table saw. So this is Clark table saw that I bought cheap and then fixed it up. It was in a bit of bad shape, but got it working lovely now. So yeah, that's along there. I've got this roller stand as well, just as just for like when I outfeed on the table. But the plan is to get just a single roller, try and get hold of one of them for it. Then I've put this shelving in that keeps my screws a bit neater and to hand. So them out that other cupboard could do with moving over here as well, so they're all in the same place. Fire extinguisher up there and a fire blanket over there. And there's the bit where it goes through, changing from the garage here through into the shed. So that's the entrance. I'll just show you along this side. So on this side, next to the Rexon bandsaw, we've got my bench with my metal vise on it. But I've got some jaws that are made for protecting wood, and they've got a magnet on them to keep them on there as well. So when it has to be something that I have to be careful gripping, then I use them. We've got my robot that I just made lately just to hold my chisels for my lathe. The So when I want to use the lathe, I just pull it out onto the front of the bench there. And this robot, this is handy because I used these the other day because I've just recently fitted electric socket in, so I had to switch all the electrics off, but because it was dark I made these so they come off from there, so whenever I need to use them for anything I can get them off. So I knew where to get hold of them. So yep, that's working a treat. That's the workshop, that's the lamp that I just bought lately. It looks quite nice. So along this side the shelves are pretty much same as last year, because I find that there's no problem with all that being there because it's back out the way. And like I say, the lathe can pull forward and I can work on here lovely. So yeah, that works pretty good. So we've still got the Ferrex sander fitted here. I did do some electrics just lately, so I've got plenty of sockets over this side, and I've got some USB sockets on the sockets that I've got there. So now I've got power to everything. Because before I'd find that I'd have to be unplugging the bandsaw, plugging in the lathe, plugging in, you know, whatever else. But now there's power to everything. So, lathe's power, sander's got the power. Everything's ready to go. So yeah, this looks a bit cluttered there, but I know where things are. So yeah, there's the Ferrex sander. And that sander's got hose going to just a little vacuum cleaner that's behind here. There's just a vacuum in there, vacuum cleaner. Got carbon monoxide detector there, just because of using the fire. Here's the shed part. Works a treat, this, as an entrance, you know, for the extra space. So if I turn round so you can see, so there's going through into the workshop there. So there's just been a video recently of me sorting out this entranceway. So just here we've got the fold up bench, I'll just keep that there if I need it. Over there, vacuum for, that's just for the top guard on there on the saw, because it hardly picks anything off it anyway. But you know, the other extractor's good enough. That's just, I just connected that because I had it free. But that was a recent purchase, a bigger compressor to the one I had before. So that's a Ferrex one. It's got double connectors, so I've got one going off to this hose there, and then I've got another one going off over there, so I can take that one out to that end of the workshop, and this one can come up this end of the workshop. Over on this side I've got another little spare compressor there if I ever need it as well. Down on this side, that's mainly just stuff put under there, but there's out the way, but that's got sprays and flammable things in. So as this, the safe there, that's just got tins and things in it. That's what kept in there. So in here got wood there, wooden offcuts, mostly oak and maple. They're just stacked in there. We've got the chop saw, the Evolution chop saw that works a treat on a stand. I have this tray underneath, so the sawdust just drops into that, which I find works pretty good. So on this side as some people would have seen recently. Got the Einhell table saw, but I now put it on wheels, on casters. It's got brakes on as well, so I can wheel this out from the wall into the middle there. Use that to push through out the doors. I have a couple of fold up Stanley stands there if I need them to take outside to work out there. And then over here we've got the gas fire if I need it. If I'm in here a short while, I can just get the gas fire going instead of making up the wood burning fire. So yeah, we've done quite a few upgrades since last year, and we've got LED lighting all over, all round. I put in new power. I fitted new electric feed into the workshop. I find the workshop works really well like this, the sort of setup and how I can move something out, use it and then just push it back. If I bring any lengths into the workshop, I can chop them at the chop saw near the door, then bring them in and carry on working with them, machine them up on the saws and such like, or plane them. So yeah, the way it all works, I'm really happy with it. It seems to make the most of the space. But yeah, so it's just a quick short tour around just to show you what my small workshop's like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed having a quick look round. If you did, if you could give us a thumbs up, that'd be brilliant. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It'd be great to have you follow along. And you'll be able to catch me and see what I'm up to next time in the workshop. So thanks a lot, take care.